Radio BDC.
Live in the lab.
New record. Let's talk about it. Comes out tomorrow. Getting good reviews already.
Has it?
Yeah. Haven't you read them?
I
You
only
posted some of them on Twitter.
There's only one review. You said reviews. I was like, there's other ones? I've been scouring Google. I've only seen one so far.
Oh, you come down. I'll show you how the computer works.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
we got one review and it was really nice.
yeah,
And I'm going
I
to
thought
stop
so.
reading them now. Because
That's
I'm one
it?
for one. It's 100%. Everybody loves it. That's reviewed it. So I'm done.
You made the record in Oregon? Like in the back.
Oregon.
Is that where you made it?
In Cottage Grove, Oregon.
And so why Oregon? And we like holed up in a cabin or something? Or?
Yeah, well, we were holed up with this crazy person, Richard Swift. He's a producer. We went to his home studio. He lives and works in Cottage Grove, Oregon. And we just really loved the records that he had been making the last couple years, and we had some mutual friends, and he was sort of sonically where we felt like we were going with our sonics, and he seemed like a super crazy guy, and so we packed up everything and lived in this little town of 8,000 people.
Just you guys, or did you go with your
The four of
families?
us. No, for 3.5 weeks, and Luke and I shared an Airbnb where our feet were touching at night. And Adam and Brian lived. Was it a halfway house?
It was like a commune.
But there was not a nefarious element, but there was
It
like
had
a little
halfway
bit.
house vibes.
There was it wasn't like just like normal travelers. It
Did
was
you have to like pick pairs to be like a part of it, or like cook or do stuff, or?
No, it was more like we had to put in $1 breakfast for the dog that needed kidney surgery or something.
It was the weirdest place. I would go visit them when they were saying, and I'd be like, "This place is so creepy," but they're like, "It is, but it's awesome though." We just kind of get the Cottage Grove is like this very blue collar town. It's got this weird energy, but we all just kind of like went with it. It was really crazy and weird, and it.
But probably added to like making of the record.
Yeah, because then we would go to Swift's house, and he was crazy and weird, and then we would all turn crazy and weird, and then we made this crazy weird record. It was cool. I was super into it.
But you are not crazy or weird at all.
No,
I just want to mention, this is the new record.
You can't
It comes
see it
out
on the
tomorrow.
internet.
You can't, but we are filming this.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Whoops. All those scowls.
Ever motion. Don't you wish you brushed your hair?
Yeah.
So Thursday is Guster Day. How did that happen?
I don't know.
Guster Day.
I think actually there's like we have a mole in the mayor's office, and then apparently the mayor is a big fan of music and stuff. And then Adam, we have a bunch of enviro overlap too, because they're trying to do an environmental initiative, and Adam's started a thing that's awesome. about
Reverb?
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, they call me the psycho recycler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, don't ask. I'll have you all recycled.
Recycle. See, that would be recycler, like REPSY, recycler. Recycler killer.
Yeah.
They're gonna want to do our Talking Head song.
There you go. We're on to something
Recycler
new.
killer.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
That's really weird. Recycler killer. That's like the opposite of what you were trying to do.
Kinda. As long as it doesn't go in the trash, I'm okay with
Yeah.
it.
Can we keep doing the interview over a bed of Talking Heads?
Absolutely. So Thursday you're going to be doing a bunch of little gigs in places that you're not talking about?
Yeah, we did a thing on our promo run where we just put coordinates into Twitter, just 2 sets of numbers, and then said 30 minutes, like 74.99 whatever, and we were behind a gas station, a 76 gas station dumpster, and if anybody showed up there in 30 minutes, we would all be sitting there playing our instruments.
Portland, Oregon.
And we had in Portland, Oregon, so we had like 7 people show up, and it was
that's cool.
hilarious and weird, and so I think we're going to do that again.
All right.
Although we're announcing it ahead of
Geocaching.
time. Yeah, so we're doing it ahead of time, but we'll just put coordinates into Twitter, and then if you show up quick, then we'll play like
So
6 songs.
when do you start that? Thursday morning? Because you're going to
Sure.
different places, right?
Yeah, you never know. Maybe your office. You know what I mean?
You know what? Come on. It's fine.
Well, we already did
you
your
can You
office.
can come anytime. I'll make
We
coffee.
gotta go to like a star market. I want to be in the dumpster. Like, I gotta go to a star.
There's one right down the
Yeah,
street.
I know. We went to Starbucks there.
And then you guys are going on the road,
Yeah.
and then through May, yeah. And I noticed there's no Boston date yet, but there's got to be one forthcoming, correct?
Yeah, it's like we're not really doing a Boston or a New York show because those are sort of our big things. I think we're saving our big. This is kind of
Summer?
Yeah, summer. I think somebody knows.
Yes.
But we're not. It's not willful. You know what I mean? Like this is our quote unquote hometown. So this is we're trying to do something really awesome.
You should maybe do something in your location at Tufts, because isn't that kind of where it all began? Or are you?
Tufts has some nice dumpsters, though.
They do. Actually, that's a good idea.
You used to live in one? At Tufts? And you said, that's it, we're done?
we liked it.
There's something to be said for that. Okay, so I'm not sure what,
Right,
but
yeah.
so talk to me about Thursday's event.
You want me to talk to you?
I
about
would like you
Thursday's
to,
event?
since it's kind of surrounded about you and the nonprofit you started, correct?
It is a bit, yeah. I mean, like Ryan said, I think it was a combination of having common friends in our management office and the mayor's office, and then because of the climate action plan that he's announcing, it kind of worked out. And with all the work that I do and we do on the road to be more sustainable, and then Reverb obviously does this with many bands.
And it's about using alternative fuels.
It's a lot of things. There's no silver bullet, right? So it's everything we can possibly do. So it's everything from where we're sourcing our merchandise to limiting waste in landfill and looking at our energy and water use at venues. And
can you make the clubs recycle?
As much as we can, yeah. I mean, we worked with Live Nation a bunch to actually make that happen on the amphitheater level with some of the larger bands we work with. And it's harder on the club level because you don't have Jack Johnson, Dave Matthews Band behind you saying, we want this. You have Guster saying, we would like this, please. And they usually help.
And they go, here's a corn fork. Deal with it, nature boy.
We often do a lot of things on our own, despite like we've actually collect our own recycling, thrown it under the bus, and brought it to the next city that does actually recycle it.
I had a little thing that had a knife and a fork and a spoon, so I didn't use plastic stuff all the time. And then I went through TSA, and they were like, we need to look at your bag. And I'm like, oh, God, they're going to find all the terrible stuff I have. And they reached in, and they found a butter knife. And they're like, you can't bring this on the plane, sir. I was like, oh, man, I almost got busted for being an earth lover for the butter knife. Like, I'm going to go, like, spread somebody's butter in first class. That sounded really good, actually. I'm going to spread your butter, baby. Psycho killer. It's gross. Good morning, Internet. I'm going to spread your butter with my butter knife.
I don't think you're leaving today. I think this is it.
So then we use biodiesel and reusable water bottles and all sorts of good things to save the planet.
Okay, and Thursday's event, how do people get to go to that?
I have no idea. Do you?
Sold out. They can't
It's sold out? That's
Cannot
it?
go. Sorry.
All right, well, then they
go
better
to-
check the
go on
coordinates
Twitter.
Thursday
Check on
morning.
coordinates at Twitter. Yeah, we're going to play a bunch of dumpsters all day.
Okay, so see Guster at a local dumpster near you. Thank you very much for doing our Live in the Lab, for coming here super early and being, completely awesome and a little freaky. Thanks to Shock Top and everybody who joined us today.
Thanks to everybody who came in the
It's
room.
Guster.